Welcome to a new episode of Insight.Talk. Today we have a special guest from Floor Xpert to talk to us more about vinyl flooring. So today we have Priscillia.
Hi everyone, I'm Priscillia for Floor Xpert.
Okay, so before we start off the questions that homeowners usually ask us, like introduce yourself. How long have you been with Floor Xpert?
Okay, I've been with Floor Xpert for 9 years.
9 years?
Yes.
Okay, so what makes you want to join this industry?
I was looking for a job after I gave birth, so I chanced upon their hiring advertisement. So then I joined them.
What is your main role in Floor Xpert actually?
I'm actually a salesperson.
Okay.
Yeah, so I will have to, find customers, assist them with their inquiries.
And introduce to us, introduce to your designers new products and everything.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So how long have Floor Xpert been in this industry?
Floor Xpert has been in this industry for 14 years.
14 years already? Oh, that's very long. Okay. So we'll start off with the questions that homeowner usually ask us first.
How many different types of flooring does Floor Xpert carry?
We actually carry 6 types of flooring, so which includes indoor for vinyl, laminate, micro cement, engineering wood, engineered stones. For outdoor, we actually have decking and turf.
Among all these you mentioned, right, which are the most popular series?
The popular ones are actually our vinyl from Belgium because they actually have the technology for stain guard and scratch guard. So, So actually all our vinyl actually includes stain guard and scratch guard. Yeah, we actually have tiles pattern, marble pattern. Then another one is actually the colors. Yeah, the oak colors.
So what makes this popular?
Actually, their stain guard and scratch guard is a technology that only Quickstep would have, I would say.
It's patented under Quickstep?
Yes, correct. I would say yes. Yeah, because it's that technology they found out like for the scratch guard, right? It's actually a protective coating that was being coated into the vinyl. So it actually can resist very tough stains as well. Yeah. So as for the scratch guard, actually it's a technology that is has a higher resistance for scratches.
So what makes Floor Xpert different from other suppliers?
For us, right, we actually prioritize our customers. So we will always help customers to find solutions, not just for the vinyl installation. So let's say if their flooring is uneven, we will have solutions like self-leveling, and then site checks to ensure that the floors are leveled and well prepped before we start the installation. Yeah.
It's good to hear that Floor Xpert actually covers quite a prioritize more on customer service also lah, besides selling vinyls and flooring also lor. Like for vinyls, usually homeowners use it for like living room, like bedrooms and all. Do you recommend to use vinyls in wet areas like kitchen or like in bathroom, those kind?
Actually, for vinyl to be used in the kitchen is not a problem. So several wet mops are fine, but we don't recommend for splashing. Yeah, one
like
thing.
泼水那种啦。
泼水 is no.
Okay.
And in bathroom, we don't recommend due to its installation method. So for vinyl itself, it's actually a floating installation. So below that, it might be a foam or maybe it's adhesive or this, right? So when moisture gets in, then your vinyl will feel floaty. It might have the water stepping sound. Yeah, but then the product itself is definitely resistant to water.
I understand that like vinyl, like Floor Xpert also has this new technology called the hydro seal. Can you explain more about the hydro seal?
Okay, hydro seal is actually a water repellent coating, and this coating is actually being applied onto the click system. So when 2 pieces of planks are being clicked together, the surface can actually guarantee up to 72 hours of water resistance before seeping through.
So I can still pour sui lah, just 72 hours.
We don't really recommend pour sui because one thing is the warranty doesn't cover for flooding issues lah. So and if there's a puddle of water, it's actually a slip risk as well.
Ah, okay.
Then I think the most popular question is what's the preparation process before the installation?
before vinyl installation, right, firstly we will have to ensure that debris must be cleared and the site must be emptied for us. When the site is ready for a measurement, right, then we will go for a site check to ensure if the flooring, tiles, grout, is it a issue for the selected vinyls, then floor if it's even, and if the door is too low, the allowance is too low.
Can you explain to like homeowners more about self-leveling and like grouting the existing grout lines?
Okay, so for all types of flats, right, they actually have these ceramic tiles. So they have their grout line which is white and uneven. So if your selected vinyl is a flex vinyl, for flex vinyl, it's very soft. It will take the shape of the existing floor condition. So the tiles line will actually eventually telegraph onto the vinyl itself. If your selection is a rigid vinyl over a ceramic tiles, there's no issue for that because for rigid vinyl, right, it's a hardboard. So basically, when we look at it, right, it's leveled. But of course, if we are talking about again uneven floorings, so if the floor is uneven and with the hardboard sitting on top, right, when you step, right, it will feel more floaty, and that's what we call an air pocket.
So telegraphing only happens
For
with
flex vinyl.
Flex vinyl.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So what's the difference between flex vinyl and rigid vinyl?
So for the difference between flex vinyl and rigid vinyl, it's mainly between their core materials. So for a flex vinyl, right, it tends to take the shape of the existing floor condition. So it can show the imperfection of the flooring itself. But then for replacement wise, it's much more easier, and any replacement can have their clicks all intact. Whereas for rigid itself, it actually has a rigid vinyl core, so it makes it more harder. That actually requires a more level floor. If not, there will be some floating or tapping sounds. Then for replacement wise, we will actually have to have some of their click system cut off, then to actually do the installation back lah.
I see. Like you step on both different vinyl, does it feel different?
It will
Like in terms
definitely
of
feel
texture?
different. So texture-wise, it depends on the range that you selected because different range has different texture. Okay, so for flex vinyl itself, right, it's actually very solid onto the floor. You cannot feel any floatiness. Whereas for the rigid vinyl, right, because it's a hardboard, so basically it still falls back to the subfloor itself. If it's a level, that means if we are doing the installation over a tile floor, right, so it's level. But then because it's a hardboard, so you will tend to feel a bit more floaty because we actually have underlay under our vinyl for the installation.
Okay.
Can vinyl be overlaid on all types of flooring?
Vinyl can be overlaid on parquet, engineering wood, existing tiles, or even cement screed. But then it still will require a much level floor, especially for a rigid vinyl.
So like for parquet, right, there's like movement to the woods itself. Does that affect the vinyl?
Usually no, because for parquet installation, right, they will actually use adhesive and glue it down into the cement floor. So usually for a house to be moved, right, they would have stayed for more than 5 years. Yeah, so it's much more stable for the wood that has already adapted to the temperature of the environment. Yeah.
Okay. Are your vinyls low VOC?
Our vinyls are actually very low VOC because we actually sent for lab tests. So after 28 days, right, the results actually came back 50 times lower than the European standards. So all this we actually have certs for to provide for the clients.
Is there like a range of certs that you all do, or is just like a particular?
We have like for formaldehyde certs because all our vinyls doesn't have added formaldehyde.
Yeah, that's very important.
Then our vinyls doesn't have added fillets as well.
Filet? I only know filet
Fish
fish.
I knew.
Okay, so usually when we purchase like Tupperwares or anything plastic, right, we will always look for this thing that is like BPA free. So one type of fillet is actually BPA. Yeah.
So you all have the certification, all those?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Can we just circle back, like in terms of like underlay, right? Can you tell us like the benefit of it? Because there's some vinyl out there that don't require it.
Underlay is actually an essential component that actually helps in cushioning so that when we step on it, right, it's actually more comfortable for the feet to walk on. Yeah, then actually it helps in the moisture barrier as well. So it can actually block the moisture from reaching to the vinyl underneath.
So when you say moisture, right, what moisture are we talking about?
Moisture that actually comes out from the cement screed. So when the cement screed is not dry enough, then that is where the moisture actually will be trapped in between the vinyl to the flooring as well. Yeah, to the subfloor lah, to the cement screed.
How long should we wait till we install the
We'll
vinyl?
recommend at least 14 days. If you can wait it longer, then yeah, that's the best.
If let's say it's not dry enough, the moisture from the cement street floor will tend to like it's trapped, so it tends to find its way to come out. So it attacks
The click system.
the click system of the vinyl.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So does that damage the clip system?
Yes, it will, because the click system will start to absorb the moisture, and then it will start to open up and warp a bit.
Oh, it start-
And
the vinyl
joint
start to warp.
system. Yes,
Oh,
correct.
okay.
Then we have to replace the whole thing, or like can just replace one?
We are able to just replace a few pieces of the vinyls. Yeah.
Okay.
Besides the moisture, like what is the benefit of the underlay itself?
Underlay actually helps in sound absorptions as well. So imagine we are actually using a rigid vinyl, right? So if we were to skip the underlay, so every step you walk, right, it's actually a tapping sound because it's hard surface to the subfloor and the hardboard itself. Yeah.
What about flex vinyl?
For flex vinyl, right, again, because it will telegraph. So if your cement screed, let's say it's uneven, right? So when we see on the reflection of a sunlight, we can actually see the waves. Yeah, so actually underlay can help in helping about 1 to 2 mm of the unevenness.
So for all the vinyls, right, usually homeowners always ask us is maintenance. Like how do we maintain vinyls?
So vinyl itself is very easily to maintain. First, we have to vacuum up or sweep out any debris. Then we can do mopping. But for the detergent itself, right, we will not recommend clients to use those with essential oils because eventually it will get sticky lah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So strong chemical solutions for vinyls, better to avoid lah.
For thinner is okay.
Thinner is okay.
Yeah, because we actually have this stain guard.
对.
So it's a protective coating already.
Oh.
But cannot be used the thinner for the whole house.
No lah, just for
Just
tough
like
stains.
for like maybe
Yeah.
paint stains, those kind.
Yes, correct.
Then nowadays, a lot of homeowners like to put this vinyl guard. Is it necessary for Floor Xpert vinyls?
For our vinyls, we actually have already have protective wear layers. So we don't recommend clients to apply any additional protective coating on top of our vinyl.
But how long does it last, that coating?
The coating will last as long as the vinyl warranty lasts.
Which
Yeah,
is?
which is between 10 to 33 years. Yeah.
Can steam mop be used with vinyl?
We don't really recommend steam mop because our vinyl can take up to the heat of 60 degrees Celsius. So steam is created at 100 degrees Celsius lah. So yeah.
Now that we know more about vinyls, can you tell us more about outdoor decking?
Because it's quite
WPC,
popular nowadays, yeah.
WPC and bamboo.
Okay, so for WPC, right, it's actually a wood plastic composite. So they actually have plastic component. So it will look a bit more reflective. Basically, it's zero maintenance. So with our aluminium structure, right, every piece is removable using a tool, yes, to open up. Yeah, then for bamboo wise, because it's a natural timber, so we will actually need a basic maintenance of every between 1 to 2 years to resand and revarnish to protect the wood, because to prevent the wood from drying out. Yep.
But bamboo means bamboo one cannot like just take out one piece.
Bamboo also can take out, but we will advise clients not to take out unless necessary because there's click system, there's stoppers below, so anything that goes misaligned, right, you might not be able to fit back in the decking itself.
Okay.
So this decking, right, when do you recommend for the installation to be? Should it be the end of the project, like the renovation?
We will strongly recommend the installation to be installed the last, like just before you wash the floor for handovers. Yeah, so this is to prevent.
Scratches.
Yeah, you might have stretches or even damage to the flooring itself lah. Yeah.
During the reno, because we will paint the outdoors as well, right? So if paint is on the decking itself, how do we like remove it? Or what can we use to remove it?
For WPC, basically, even thinner if you were to use, right, you remove out the protective shoe, so it turns white.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically if paint is involved, we can only change it. But whereas for the bamboo itself, right, we can resand and revarnish it.
In terms of the two product, right, which is less maintenance for homeowners?
This maintenance would be WPC because there's nothing that we can do except like cleaning off. Yeah, but we don't really recommend to use strong chemicals due to the shoe itself.
And it's easier to replace also, right? It's just
It's
like
easy to replace with the aluminium structure.
gel out, right?
Yes.
So this one can just pour water.
Yeah, for outdoor is weatherproof lah, so you can splash water.
Okay.
We've come to the end of today's episode. Thank you, Priscillia, for joining us for today. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
That's it. Then you can say
After
yes.
你就 elaborate
Yeah.
等我就会问你，如果狗刮到的话，可以；如果我拿刀这样子，
刀就不可以了。Walao, 因为现在 Floor Xpert has been in the industry for 14 years.
14 years.
Yes.
You are there for 9 years. Wow. Okay. Okay, continue.
I think just say this one can already.
Which one?
Lies in their
Composition, installation, and performance
and-
characteristic.
Characteristic. Jesus.